What if the real secret to living to 100 isn't about adding anything, but what you eliminate? For folks like us, striving for vitality and independence, we're often bombarded with new diets and supplements. But 5 daily habits, backed by solid medical science, are silently shortening your lifespan and eroding your health span right now. In this video, we're not just revealing these silent destroyers. For each, I'll give you a simple, actionable strategy to remove it from your life, starting today. And here's why you need to watch until the very end. The final habit is often ignored, yet proven critical for protecting both your brain and body from aging silent damage. Don't miss it. It could change everything. Section 1. Ultra-processed foods and added sugars. Now, let's talk about something we all probably grab in a hurry. Those ultra-processed foods and hidden sugars. Think about it. That quick microwave dinner, that sugary cereal for breakfast, or even that healthy-looking granola bar you pick up at the grocery store. We often tell ourselves we're saving time, making life a little easier, especially as our days get busier, or maybe our energy isn't quite what it used to be. It feels convenient, doesn't it? A simple solution for a quick bite. But, dear friends, medical science is screaming a warning, and it's something we simply cannot afford to ignore any longer. Have you noticed feeling sluggish after a meal, especially after eating something quick and easy? Or perhaps those aching joints seem to act up more often than usual. Maybe you're experiencing more frequent brain fog, a general feeling of not being quite as sharp as you used to be, or even a persistent digestive upset that you just can't shake. Well, dear friends, those are often more than just getting old. They're signs of chronic inflammation. And these processed foods, with their artificial ingredients and refined sugars, are like pouring gasoline on that fire inside your body. They also mess with your gut bugs, those trillions of tiny, beneficial helpers living in your tummy. They're crucial for everything from digestion to your immune system and even your mood. When these foods disrupt that delicate balance, it throws your whole system out of whack. It's no wonder we feel tired, achy, and unfocused when our internal ecosystem is under attack. The scientific proof behind this is truly compelling, and it comes from some of the most respected institutions. The World Health Organization, for example, clearly warns us to limit added sugars to less than 10% of our daily calories. Ideally, they say, it should be even less, around 25 to 50 grams a day for most adults. Think about that. A single can of soda can blow past that limit in one go. And I've seen it firsthand, countless times, in my own practice. I remember a lovely lady, let's call her Brenda. She came to me, a truly vibrant spirit, but she was struggling with constant fatigue, those nagging aches in her knees, and just a general feeling of being worn out. She believed it was just part of getting older. Brenda loved her packaged cookies and ready-made meals, thinking they were convenient and harmless. We talked, and gently, we started cleaning up her diet, focusing on whole foods, fresh vegetables, lean proteins, good old-fashioned oats. Within just a few weeks, it was like a transformation. She felt like a new person, simply by ditching those sugary snacks and processed meals she thought were harmless treats. Her energy returned, her aches lessened, and she had a sparkle in her eye that had been missing. It was a testament to the power of real food. So, what can we do? It's simpler than you think, and it doesn't require a complete overhaul overnight. First, become a label detective. When you're at the grocery store, pick up that package and turn it over. Look for short ingredient lists. If you see words you can't pronounce, or a long, winding list of chemicals and additives, or if high fructose corn syrup is hiding in there under a fancy name, take a deep breath and put it back on the shelf. Your body doesn't need a science experiment for dinner. Second, embrace the 80-20 rule. This is a wonderful, forgiving guideline. Aim for 80% of your diet to come from whole, unprocessed foods. Think fresh fruits, colorful veggies, lean proteins like chicken or fish, and hearty whole grains like brown rice or quinoa. The other 20%. Enjoy your favorite treat sometimes, a slice of cake at a birthday party, or a small portion of that comfort food you love, without guilt. It's about balance, dear friends, not about being perfect all the time. Don't let convenience steal your vitality, your precious health. Start swapping today. Instead of that sugary cereal, try a bowl of warm oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Instead of reaching for those chips or crackers, grab a handful of almonds, walnuts, or some sliced carrots with a dollop of hummus. And for drinks, replace those sodas and sweetened juices, which can contain as much sugar as candy, with good old water, maybe sparkling water with a splash of lemon or lime, or a soothing herbal tea. These tiny changes add up. They truly do. Remember, every small swap, every thoughtful choice you make, adds up to big health gains over time. Your body, your mind, and your spirit will truly thank you for it. If this eye-opening truth about processed foods hit home for you, if you're ready to take charge of what's on your plate, please type "healthy" in the comments below. Let's build a community of mindful eaters, supporting each other on this journey to a more vibrant life. Section 2. Prolonged sedentary time. Next up, let's talk about something many of us do almost without thinking, something that's become a silent part of our daily lives. Sitting. Whether you're enjoying your favorite TV show, driving to the store, spending time with family, or simply relaxing with a good book on the porch, too much sitting has become such a pervasive habit that it's now widely referred to as the new smoking. And dear friends, there's a very good, very scientific reason for that comparison. It's not an exaggeration. We often believe that if we hit the gym for an hour or take that morning walk around the block, we're doing enough. But what if spending the rest of your day, those 8 to 12 hours, glued to a chair or sprawled on the couch, is actually undoing a lot of that good work? What if it's silently chipping away at your health, even as you think you're resting? Have you ever stood up after a long spell on the couch and felt stiff, a little dizzy, or just generally creaky? That's your body giving you a clear signal. Perhaps you've noticed your back pain becoming a constant companion, or maybe you just feel a general lack of energy and vitality, even on days when you haven't done much physically. Sitting too much isn't just about physical discomfort either. I've seen firsthand how it can contribute to folks feeling more tired, more anxious, or even a bit down in the dumps. It can reduce blood flow to your brain, making it harder to concentrate, to feel sharp, or to find that spark of creativity. It impacts your mood and focus in ways we're only just beginning to truly understand. The scientific proof behind the dangers of prolonged sitting is absolutely compelling. Research published in the prestigious American Journal of Epidemiology shows that sitting for more than 6 hours a day is linked to a staggering 19% higher risk of early death from all causes, even if you exercise regularly. Think about that. Even if you get your steps in, your sitting time still matters. That's a pretty startling number, and it underscores just how insidious this habit can be. I had a dear patient, let's call her Margaret. She was a delightful woman in her late 70s who absolutely loved her cross-stitch and reading. She'd sit for hours, completely absorbed, her hands busy but her body still. She came to me complaining of relentless back pain, aching knees, and persistent fatigue that left her feeling trapped. We talked about her day, and it became clear she was spending most of her waking hours sitting. Her pain and fatigue were relentless, and she felt like she was losing her independence. We didn't ask her to run a marathon. Instead, we started incorporating movement snacks into her day. I encouraged her to set a little timer on her kitchen stove for every 45 minutes. When it buzzed, she'd stand up, stretch, walk to the mailbox and back, or even just dance around her living room to her favorite old tunes for a few minutes. It wasn't long before Margaret's back pain eased, her energy levels improved, and she found a new spring in her step. Those simple, small movements truly transformed her life. So, what's the fix? What can we do about this silent killer? It's all about simple movement snacks throughout your day, dear friends. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Just integrate more movement, even tiny bits, into your routine. First, set a timer on your phone, your smartwatch, or even a simple kitchen timer to remind you to stand up, stretch, or walk for 2 to 5 minutes every 30 to 60 minutes. When it buzzes, stand up. Stretch your arms over your head, do a few gentle knee bends, or just march in place for a minute or two. Even pacing around your living room while on the phone can make a huge difference. If you work at a desk, try seated leg lifts or shoulder rolls. Second, rethink your daily routine. Take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever you can. Park your car a little farther away from the store entrance to add a few extra steps. If you're on public transport, consider getting off one stop early and walking the rest of the way. If you're able, investing in a standing desk or a simple converter for your current desk can allow you to alternate between sitting and standing. These tiny, consistent changes add up to huge, life-changing benefits. Don't let your chair be your biggest health hazard, dear ones. Don't let endless sitting steal your vitality, your independence, or your joy. Get up, move around, and keep that incredible body humming with life. Every little bit of movement is a victory. Were you surprised by how much sitting truly affects us, beyond just a little stiffness? If so, please comment, "Wow," below. Let's get moving together and share our favorite movement snacks. Section 3. Unmanaged chronic stress and inadequate sleep. Now let's touch on two silent saboteurs that truly sneak up on us, and often we just accept them as part of life as we get older. Chronic stress and not getting enough good, restorative sleep. In today's busy world, it's easy to feel like we're constantly juggling, isn't it? Whether it's managing family needs, dealing with finances, or just the worries of the world, it often feels easier to just power through those sleepless nights and constant worries. We tell ourselves we'll catch up later, or that it's just stress. But what if those endless nights tossing and turning, and that persistent knot of worry in your stomach, are actually aging you faster than almost anything else? What if they are subtly, relentlessly eroding your health, day by day? Have you ever felt persistently foggy-headed, constantly tired even after a night in bed, or found yourself forgetting names or where you put your keys more often than you'd like? Perhaps you're catching every cold that goes around, or those little aches and pains just won't seem to go away. These are classic signs that stress and sleep deprivation are taking their toll. It's not just a sign of getting old. It's your body crying out for help. Think of it like running a car on fumes and never giving it a proper tune-up. Eventually, it breaks down. Chronic stress and poor sleep also fuel systemic inflammation, a key driver of aging that doctors sometimes call inflammaging. This inflammation damages tissues, impairs immune function, and speeds up the aging of all your organs and body systems. The scientific proof linking stress, sleep, and longevity is undeniable. Studies have shown that individuals with high stress levels, like caregivers or those with chronic anxiety, can have telomeres that look biologically 10 to 17 years older than their chronological age. Imagine that. And sleeping less than 7 hours a night is directly linked to shorter telomeres, especially in older adults. It's a powerful indicator of accelerated cellular aging. I remember a dear patient. Let's call her Dorothy. A lovely widow in her early 80s, she was constantly worried about her finances and the future, and she barely slept more than 4 or 5 hours a night. Her energy was at rock bottom, her memory was fading, and she just felt perpetually anxious. She felt utterly hopeless, believing it was just her lot in life. We worked together, not with complex medications, but on simple relaxation techniques, gentle breathing exercises, listening to calming music, and creating a calming bedtime routine. It wasn't overnight, of course, but slowly, she reclaimed her evenings. She started getting 6, then 7 hours of sleep. She found a quiet peace of mind she hadn't known in years, and her overall health, her memory, and her general outlook on life improved dramatically. She truly found her joy again, simply by prioritizing rest and managing her worries. So, what can we do to fight back against these silent saboteurs? It's all about creating habits that signal to your body and mind that it's safe to rest and rejuvenate. First, create a sleep sanctuary in your bedroom. Make it dark, truly dark, quiet, and cool. Between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal for most folks. Turn off all screens, your phone, tablet, TV, at least an hour before bed. Those blue lights mess with your body's natural melatonin production. Instead, read a physical book, listen to some calming music, or try a warm bath with some Epsom salts to relax your muscles. Second, build your personal stress toolkit. This is a collection of simple, accessible practices you can turn to. Try simple deep breathing exercises. Just inhaling slowly for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. Spending just 15 minutes in nature, a gentle walk in a park, can significantly lower your cortisol levels. Even just writing down your worries in a journal before bed can help clear your mind. Consistency is key here, dear friends. Small, regular efforts make a world of difference. Don't let worry steal your sleep, and don't let lack of sleep steal your life, your memories, and your vibrant spirit. Take back your evenings, take back your peace, and give your body the restorative rest it truly deserves. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel, both physically and mentally. If you're ready to make sleep and stress a priority, ready to claim back your peace of mind, please comment "relax" below. Let's support each other in this vital journey towards true well-being. Section 4. Social isolation. Now for a truly heartbreaking one, and one that often surprises people because it feels so personal, so private. Social isolation and its close cousin, loneliness. In this digital age, we're all seemingly connected, aren't we? With social media, instant messages, and video calls, it feels like we're always in touch. But ironically, it's easier than ever to feel deeply, profoundly lonely, even when surrounded by others. And folks, that silent, gnawing feeling of loneliness is now being called nothing short of a public health crisis by doctors and scientists around the world. It's not just a sad emotion, it's a genuine threat to your physical well-being. The scientific proof behind this is truly staggering, and it demands our attention. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine found that social isolation increases your risk of premature death by 26 to 29%. That's comparable to smoking a staggering 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that for a moment. It puts it in the same league as major physical health risks. And a compelling 2020 study published in The Lancet found that social isolation is associated with a 50% increased risk of dementia. That's right, half again the risk. It's a direct link between feeling alone and losing your precious memories. I once had a dear patient, let's call him Charles. His beloved wife passed away a few years ago, and he, understandably, retreated into himself. He rarely left the house, found excuses to avoid family gatherings, and just seemed to fade away. His health plummeted, his memory suffered dramatically, and he lost all interest in his hobbies. He truly believed he was just worn out. But when his daughter, bless her heart, gently encouraged him to join a local senior center, just for the weekly poker game, something truly remarkable happened. Slowly, he started playing cards, chatting with new friends, and even helping out with some odd jobs. It was like watching a flower bloom again. His spirits lifted, his memory started to improve, and his overall health followed. That human connection, that sense of belonging, truly brought him back to life. So, what's our prescription here? How do we fight back against this insidious epidemic? It's all about prioritizing connection, dear friends, with intention. Treat social time like a doctor's appointment. Literally put it on your calendar. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, schedule a regular video chat with grandkids who live far away, or join a local club or group that interests you. Look for third places, those wonderful, often overlooked spots outside of home and work where people naturally gather and connect. Maybe it's a church group, a book club at your local library, a community garden, a volunteer organization, or even just making friends with the folks at your local coffee shop. Remember, it's about quality over quantity. A few deep, meaningful connections, where you feel truly seen, valued, and understood, are far better for your health than 100 superficial acquaintances. Don't be afraid to be the one to reach out. Many people feel the same way you do. Don't let the shadows of loneliness steal your joy, your sharpness, and your precious health. Reach out, connect, and let your incredible spirit shine. Your brain, your heart, and your entire well-being will thank you for it. This one often hits close to home for many of us. If you've ever felt the weight of loneliness or are inspired to reach out, please comment, connect, below. You are truly not alone, and there are always ways to build those bridges. Section 5. Excessive alcohol consumption. Finally, dear friends, let's talk about something that for years, many of us received mixed messages about: alcohol. For decades, we heard things like a glass of red wine a day might be good for the heart, right? It was a comforting thought, a little indulgence with a perceived health benefit. But I'm here to tell you, based on the very latest, most rigorous medical science, that picture has changed dramatically. The consensus among leading health organizations now is clear. There is no safe level of alcohol consumption for overall health. The risks of alcohol, even in moderation, now demonstrably outweigh any potential benefits, with significant implications for how long and how well we live. For those of us committed to truly maximizing our longevity and vitality, minimizing alcohol consumption, or ideally, eliminating it, is increasingly seen as the wisest choice. From a scientific perspective, when you drink alcohol, your body breaks it down into a highly toxic chemical called acetaldehyde. This isn't just a mild irritant. It's classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by international health bodies, which means it directly damages your DNA and dramatically impairs your body's ability to repair that damage. This dramatically increases your risk of several cancers: mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon, and even breast cancer. It's not just a liver issue anymore, folks. This toxin hits cells all over your body, silently accelerating cellular aging and causing organ dysfunction across the board. The World Health Organization attributes over 5% of global deaths to alcohol, linking it to more than 200 health conditions. Why does alcohol consumption become so toxic for us as we age? Well, as we age, our bodies process alcohol far less efficiently. We have less body water to dilute it, and our liver, which bears the primary burden of processing alcohol, is already naturally working harder. What might have been considered moderate drinking in your younger years can be far more detrimental now. That one glass of wine might hit you harder and stay in your system longer. Beyond cancer, regular alcohol consumption is a direct neurotoxin. It causes shrinkage in parts of your brain vital for memory, learning, and decision-making. That's a sobering thought. It absolutely messes with your sleep architecture, reducing that deep, restorative REM sleep and slow-wave sleep we just talked about. The sleep that's essential for brain detoxification and memory consolidation. And while a tiny bit might temporarily thin your blood, which was once thought to be a benefit, chronic use raises blood pressure, significantly increases your risk of atrial fibrillation, a dangerous irregular heartbeat that ups your stroke risk, and can contribute to cardiomyopathy, a weakening of the heart muscle that can lead to heart failure. These are all huge, accumulating risks for strokes, heart attacks, and a significant reduction in quality of life. Have you noticed your memory isn't quite as sharp as it used to be? Maybe you're waking up feeling less refreshed, even after what you thought was a full night's sleep? Perhaps your blood pressure readings are subtly creeping up, or you just feel a general sense of unease or anxiety that alcohol doesn't seem to help, but maybe even makes worse. These could all be subtle, yet powerful, signs that alcohol is silently working against your long-term health, your mental clarity, and your overall well-being. It can exacerbate mood disorders, impact your judgment, and lead to risky behaviors, adding further layers of harm. The scientific proof for this shift in understanding about alcohol is remarkably strong. A landmark 2018 analysis in The Lancet, which meticulously looked at data from over 700 global studies, concluded unequivocally, there is no safe level of alcohol consumption for overall health. And a compelling 2017 study published in the BMJ even linked moderate drinking, that's 14 to 21 drinks per week, to a higher risk of hippocampal atrophy, which is essentially brain shrinkage in the area critical for memory, a precursor to cognitive impairment and dementia. I had a patient, let's call her Patricia. She was a delightful woman, a social drinker her whole life, enjoying a glass or two of wine most evenings. She was sharp, witty, and active. But as she approached her late 70s, she started experiencing inexplicable memory lapses, and her blood pressure readings began to creep up. We explored every avenue, every possible cause. Once she courageously decided to significantly cut back on alcohol, she didn't have to become completely abstinent, just mindful. Her memory improved noticeably, her blood pressure stabilized, and she told me she felt a mental clarity and lightness she hadn't experienced in years. It was truly remarkable. It showed me just how powerful even subtle changes can be. So, what's the wise path here, dear friends? It's about making conscious, informed choices. First, reevaluate your relationship with alcohol. Ask yourself honestly, why am I drinking? Is it a habit? Is it a way to unwind after a stressful day? Is it a social ritual? If it's for stress, explore healthier coping mechanisms that truly soothe your system, like meditation, a brisk walk in nature, or listening to calming music. If you choose to drink, stick strictly to the U.S. dietary guidelines. No more than 1 drink a day for women, and 2 for men, with at least 2 alcohol-free days each week to allow your body to recover. And consider exploring the wonderful world of sophisticated non-alcoholic alternatives. There are so many delicious mocktails, craft zero-proof beers, and non-alcoholic wines out there now, offering all the ritual without the harmful effects. Build a support system. Share your goals with a trusted friend or family member who can encourage you. Don't let an old habit silently steal your brain power, your precious years, and your vibrant health. Choose clarity, Choose health. Choose a longer, more joyful, and truly meaningful life. This is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your golden years. This can be a tough one to hear, but it's absolutely vital for our long-term health. If you're ready to make a healthier choice with alcohol, ready to embrace a clearer path, please comment "clear" below. We're in this together, and every step counts. And if you found real value, real comfort, and real inspiration in our time together today, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. It truly helps us reach more wonderful folks like you who are searching for this kind of wisdom. To ensure you continue on this journey with us and never miss another video full of life-changing insights and practical wisdom, hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell icon. It's more than just subscribing. It's joining a growing family, a community dedicated to living our best lives together through all our golden years. Finally, please think of just one person in your life, a friend, a family member, a neighbor, who truly needs to hear this message today. And please, share it with them. You might just plant a seed of change, and in doing so, you could truly change their life for the better. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll look forward to seeing you right back here in our next video.